Students, this is Karthik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of engineering graphics and design with me. So in today's video lecture, we're gonna see Archimedean spiral. So let us define what is Archimedean spiral. So first we will see the definition on your screen. So the definition is, if a straight line, one extremity of which remain fixed. So let us imagine, let us say this is the straight line. Now one extremity means he's talking about the end. Let us say one of the end which remain fixed. So let's say this end is going to be remain fixed, is made to revolve at a uniform rate in a plane until it returns to the position from which it started. That means here it is one straight line, one of the end is fixed, that means one of the extremity is fixed, and what you have to do? You have to revolve. So this is revolving like this until it reaches this original position, like this, revolve, and total 360 degree revolving, and now it reaches to its original position from where it started. And if at the same time as the straight line is revolving, so what he says, at the same time, now as the straight line is revolving, at the same time a point P moves at a uniform rate along the straight line starting from the fixed extremity. That means what? Let us say this line is revolving, and also at the same time, let's say some point P is at this fixed extremity, okay, and this point P is also moving like this, is going away from the fixed extremity like this. So what will happening over here? The line is revolving and also some point P is over here at the fixed end, and he is also moving like at uniform rate, like this. As the line is revolving, also point P is moving like this, okay. And what he says, that then the path traced by the point P will describe a spiral in plane. So what he's trying to say, this is one fixed line. So let us say this is fixed line and this one end is fixed, and now this line is revolving, and this is revolving up to it not reaches to its original position. So this line is revolving until it reaches its original positions, and at the same time as this line revolving, also there is some point P as this at the fixed point. So what is happening over here? This point P is also going away from this fixed point like this, and he is also moving from the fixed rate. And what will happen? As the line is revolving, the point P is also moving like this, and he's making one spiral over here. So now at this time you will not understand what here I am trying to say. You will understand only 30%. But to make this concept clear, we will take example of Archimedean spiral, and through that I am going to tell you what exactly the Archimedean spiral is. So let us see the example. So here the example is, draw a spiral of one convolution. Take a distance PO 40 mm. Now here say one convolution. So when he says one convolution, that means he's talking about the one complete revolution, or you can say 360 degree rotation. So when he says convolution, that means revolution. One convolution means one complete revolution of 360 degree, okay. So what we have to do? We have to draw a spiral of one complete revolution of 360 degree and take a distance PO 40 mm. Now the question comes in your mind. So here the distance PO is given 40 mm, but this distance is for what? So in the definition, as you have seen in the definition, there is one fixed straight line. So we have to take this fixed straight line, and this is a straight line over here, and we have to give this straight line name OP. So we will give this, if this is the fixed end, we will give the name of fixed end O and other side P. So this is line OP. So what is exactly when he says take a distance PO equal to 40 mm, that means he's talking to us that you have to take the distance of this line OP equal to 40 mm. So what is happening over here? This 40 mm line is revolving and is doing one complete revolution of 360 degrees. So what we have to do? First we have to make a circle of 40 mm radius. So first we have to make a circle of 40 mm radius. Now what we have to do? We have to divide this circle into 8 equal parts. Okay. Now let us define the OP point. So here you can see the center O. So here you can see the straight line OP on which one side is fixed. So we will make the point O one side, which is point O. So point O is fixed and the OP is revolving like this 360 degree. Okay. So it is making one circle. So and we have divided this circle into 8 equal part. Now we will give the numbering. So you can give the numbering in either clockwise or either anti-clockwise. Choice is yours. Both the way you are right. So here I am going to give numbering in anti-clockwise direction like this. So I am assuming here that the OP is rotating in an anti-clockwise direction 360 degree until it reaches this original position. So let us give numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again it is going to become a P. Okay, so this is how you can give the numbering in anti-clockwise directions. So now here is the rule. If you divide the circle into n number of parts, then you have to also divide the line OP into that same number of parts. So let's say if we have divided the circle into n number of parts, then we have to divide the line OP also into n number of parts. So here you can see that I have divided the whole circle into 8 number of equal parts. That means I have to divide the line OP also into 8 number of equal parts. So we know that line OP is 40 mm. That means I have to divide this 40 mm line into 8 equal parts. So 5 mm each. So let us divide the line OP into 8 equal parts and give numbering. Okay. So here you can give the numbering. Now how to give numbering? So here we assuming that the point P, so point P is traveling from the outside. So let's say this is the OP. This is fixed point O and this is the point P. And as the line is revolving, this point P is moving towards O. This point P is moving toward O as this line is revolving. So we will give numbering something like this. P 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and O. If he is saying in the example that the point P is moving away from the point O, then you have to give the numbering in reverse order, because then the point P is moving like this. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is how you have to give. But here we have assumed this point P is over here, and as this line is revolving, this point P is reaching nearer to O. So we have to give numbering like this: P 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this is how this logic is all about. So now we have given the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So that will be the point O itself. So now we have divided the OP into 8 number of equal parts. Now what we have to do? Now on the line OP, take a divider and take a distance equal to O21. Again I'm telling you, go on line OP. So see the line OP. On the line OP, take a divider and take a distance equal to O21. So now taking a distance equal to O21 and O as a center, put an arc on the first division of circle. So like this, up to the first division of circle. Okay. So whenever it intersect, we will give the 1 point over there. But right now I am not giving. Okay. So now what we have to do? Now second procedure same way. Now on the line OP, take a divider, take a distance equal to O22 and O as a center, put an arc on a second division of circle. So up to second division of circle like this. Again I'm going to repeat the same process. Take a distance equal to O23 and O as a center, put an arc on the third division of circle. So you have to put an arc up to third division of circle like this. Okay. Now same for fourth point. Now what you will do? Yes, you are right. Now you will take a distance equal to O24 and O as a center, put an arc on the fourth division of circle like this. Okay. Now what we will do? Now we will take a distance equal to O25 and O as a center, put an arc on the fifth division of a circle like this. Now what is the next point? Yes, you are right. Now take a distance equal to O26 and O as a center, put an arc on the sixth division of circle. So up to sixth division of circle. Now what you will do? Take a distance equal to O27 and O as a center, put an arc up to 7th division of circle like this. Okay, right. And now what you have to do? Now you cannot take O28 as a distance. So O point will be the last point itself. So now what we have to do? So now we have to give the numbering like this. So point P. So we will darken the point P. Now we will darken this point. So what is this point? So what you have done? You have taken the distance equal to O21 and O as a center. You have put an arc up to the first division of circle. So whenever it intersect, we will give this point. Same way on the second division, same on the third division. This fourth division, fifth, sixth, 7 and 8 point will be O point itself. Okay, so these all are point. What it's showing? It's showing the intersection. What intersection? Let us say the first point. So what it shows? It shows that you have taken a distance equal to O to 1 and O as a center. You have put an arc up to the first division of circle, and whenever intersect, you have marked that point 1 over there. Okay, so this is what it shows about point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now what you have to do? You have to draw a spiral, or you can say you have to draw a curve connecting all these points starting from point P up to point O. So let us start drawing this smooth curve. But before we will do this, we will give numbering like point P1. So here I will give the numbering point P1, point P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. Okay, so this is how we will give numbering, and now we will connect all these points starting from point P to P1, P1 to P2, P2 to P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. P8 means point O itself. So this is how we have drawn a one spiral. So what this curve shows? This curve shows that the point P is moving in this way, like this spiral way. Okay, as this line is revolving, the point P is also reaching towards the point O. So what it's showing? It's showing this curve. That means it's showing the path P. It shows the path followed by the point P as the line is revolving. So this is how point P is traveling and reaching to the point O. Definition, what we have seen in the definition. So if a straight line, one extremity of which remain fixed, is made to revolve at a uniform rate in a plane until it returns to the position from which it started, and if at the same time as the straight line is revolving, a point P moves at a uniform rate along the straight line starting from the fixed extremity. So it is not like starting from the fixed extremity, it can also here and it is moving to the fixed extremity. So it can be both way possible. Then the path traced by the point P will describe a spiral. So hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.